Hey guys, welcome to Isaiah's Reviews, and today we're going to review a product that I've reviewed before, but this is the Pro model, or basically the model that went back and fixed all the problems with the first model. And this is the first model here. It's a nice copper look. This is a YOBYBO. I don't know if it has a name, but it's all caps. So YOBYBO Card20 True Wireless Earbuds. This is the world's thinnest earbuds is what they say. I have no idea. But it is in a super nice aluminum housing here with the USB Type-C port on the back. It is really thin. Whenever you open it, I mean, you're greeted with, oh God! When you open it, you're greeted with thinness, if you can get it open. It's so thin. Everything is thin, even the aluminum machine, but it doesn't bend, so it's just enough gauge to where it's strong. But the earbuds are in here, and basically how to get them out is you kind of have to pop the little leg out and then pull them out of the old style. And the old style, you know, it's clearly left and right etched into there, which is nice. It shake, and it just felt loose. Like how loose that fit in made it all feel cheap. So when you first get it, you're like, oh wow, that's the first thing you notice. And then you put them in and you were like, it's so lightweight, like the balance is really goofy, so the fit and feel of it in there was just kind of weird. To me, it just didn't fit in or sound good either. As good as, you know, I mean, it just sounded like the cheapest possible outside the ear, little resting earbuds that you could get, and it was just a disappointment. The YOBYBO Card20 Pro True Wireless Earbuds with ultra thin, hi-fi stereo, Bluetooth 5.2, aptX 5 waterproofing, aptX headset for your Android and iOS. There's no app or anything like that I know of, so it's just plug and play. Let's go. 300 milliamp hour battery in here, which is the same as the other one, but they did a lot of unique things that's worthy of another look at these. For one, there's no sound, so no rattle, so it feels premium right when you get it. It's like, this is premium. It feels solid because of this aluminum casing on it mixed with no rattle, just and heft. I don't know, it just feels better all the way around. I know it feels exactly the same, but it just feels better because of that lack of rattle. It's amazing what that'll do for you. And also the light scheme when charging these are completely different. This one looked a little cheapish. I mean, you get a full circus show of lights when you're charging the old one. The new one, you just get a steady light through the middle, and you do get 3 dots to show you your charge. Opening this seems to be easier. I don't know. I don't drop these as often as the other. It just seems to be easier. They've kind of lowered the recessed area in here where these little arms fit down into, so that you can just easily snap and pull it over to the side and grab it and pull it out. And the magnets seem to be stronger to hold it in as well, which may reduce the rattle. And it feels better balanced. Like actually these, to me, I don't know. Let me compare here. But to me, the Pros feels heavier and weighted in the areas that it needs to be to balance in your ear better and to stay in and to feel more comfortable. Even though I know these things from looking at them are the same, they're the same casing, but they've added a hole inside of here as well. And I don't know if that's a sensor for knowing if it's in your ear or not to turn off, probably, but there's a little hole right here, a little small little hole in the middle of this earbud here that faces your ear. But it just feels the weight of it and everything, even as small as this is, it just feels better, and the audio sounds better as well. So I think finally they've reached the justified level of releasing this product and ditching the crap out of the old one. Like, I'm sure you can't even find the old one on there, or you shouldn't be able to, because it does nothing but hurt their brand. And this was smart. They just called it the Card20 Pro and completely abandoned their first tiptoe in, which I think this was like an Indiegogo Kickstarter type thing. What they say about their own product: it's the world's thinnest earbuds, weighs 0.1 ounces or 3.2 grams. Compatible with AAC audio and aptX codecs. Equipped with Qualcomm QCC 3040s. Type-C charging on the back, shoots right in, no wireless charging. Of course, it's just so thin you just can't have that with the battery in there, but USB Type-C is over to the side, and it conveniently sits upright with the charging in. It is equipped with a 1/2-inch 13mm diameter dynamic driver. That's the ticket. A lot of these wireless headphone makers have a smaller driver in there. And it's these out-of-ear ones that doesn't go completely into the canal as well. And I'm like, that's going to sound tinny and not as bassy as I'd like. And I got to bump all the bass up in the EQs to get a decent sound. With these, they've gone with a bigger driver, which is good. And it sounds good. You get Bluetooth 5.2. There is no lag between voice and stuff like that, which is great. You do get a distance of over 30 feet because of that. So that's cool. 1-year warranty from the manufacturer, which is good because most of these things are like 90 days. Let's talk about the product size. It's 3.3 inches long, 1.4 inches wide, and 0.5 inches thick. So this thing is tiny. It fits into your pocket, in your coin pocket or whatever. You don't even know it's there. The other one, because of the weak batteries, I pop those things out all the time. This one's got some stronger ones in there, which even if you kick the leg out, it presents itself to you like that while still grabbing onto it, which is a plus. You pull the thing out, put it in your ear, snaps back in, boom, boom, boom. Everything is smooth with it, and the sound's good too. You do get a 4-mic array with CVC 8.0 noise canceling for your calls. Now you will get about 4 hours, 3.5 probably hours out of the earbuds. Pop it back in the case, and it'll every chance you get to kind of boost them up. But it kind of has to be that way because of how thin the earbuds are. They're tiny. And so I'm fine with that based on the size. So if you don't like anything in your ears, you get fatigued over a period of time, this is probably the closest you're going to get to fatigueless. But they're just tiny. So keep that in mind. Tiny. You could drop them and you could lose them. But they've done the best that they could do to make sure that they're easy to come out of the case. They're not going to fall out of the case, I feel like, over the other pair. It's good upgrade. You get touch controls on the buds as well. Some noise cancellation built in. So, you know, it's not bad. So in closing, these are good if you like minimalist. If you like tiny and you don't like the bulk of anything at all weighting down your lobes and you get fatigued after a period of time, you just don't like that. You don't like having the feeling of something in your ear and it drives you nuts. These are good. You're not going to get the playback life that you have on all the other ones. It's probably cut in half almost in the earbud section. But as long as you throw them back in here, it'll quick charge those things up and you'll be good to go. So, I really like them. They made solid improvements. This, of course, is what the first one should have been. But how would you improve on that if you didn't have these, I guess? Because where do you go from here? These are tiny. The only way you can go up is a new battery tech or something that extends the earbud life and maybe some quality speaker upgrades, but it'd be little. This was a big jump to me. It went from rattly, not feeling as good quality. Like if anybody saw these out and you held them, you'd be like, ugh, stay away from those. Just from the rattle. It means a world of difference. But the fit and the balance and all that stuff of it being in your ear and how it feels in the hand now, reduction of rattle, easier to open the case, it feels like. Stronger magnets so these things don't pop out on you and you can actually swing them around and grab them while it stays holding your buds while you do whatever you need to do to get them out. And all that's a plus. 300 milliamp hour battery inside, by the way. Again, thin, comfortable. I really like them. They got, what colors do they have? They have brown, black, and white right now. So I'll leave a link to these down in the YouTube description below. If you don't like anything in your ear and you can't stand fatigue after a while, then these are the exact opposite of that. And these are better balanced because of they've done a lot of work in the earbud, as much as they could do, which gave it that weight that it needed to tilt in and kind of stay secure in there over the old ones. So kudos to them on improving this and sticking with it because they finally produced a fantastic pair of earbuds for exactly what they are once you understand what they are. They're not the best in the world. By far, they're not. But for what they are and what they claim to be, it's good. So make sure to explode on that subscribe button and ding that bell so you get notified of the next product review when I roll it out. And God, am I behind. See ya.